Hello, good evening, creative mind. Welcome to today's tutorial. This is Truth here. So today I'm going to be teaching us how to create a simple quote flyer design. Probably you might have been given a task to create a quote flyer, maybe for your church, pastor, or an event in your office or somewhere somehow. So I'm going to be showing us just by this simple quote flyer we're seeing here on my screen. I'm just going to be showing us a few guidelines. With this, you can be very creative to come up with new ideas and give your own quote design a new look. So having said that, let's go straight into it. So here I'm going to be under my hexagon shape here. I'm going to be importing the right image, just as we've seen the dark man behind this quote flyer praying. So from my gallery here, I'm just going to be importing that image here. So here we'll have the man praying here. So I'm going to be picking that image by selecting it and then positioning my four square shape 1:1 and clicking on OK, and then I have that shape all created here. So straight down to my hexagon shape again here, click on it, then you have shapes here, click on shapes, you have a four square shape. So now I need this four square shape to have a little bit of a round radius. So I'm going to be increasing this round radius we have here by clicking on the plus sign here. So I'm going to be making that have a little bit of shape and then increasing the size a bit. And this is well achieved. So to be sure that this image is well positioned in the middle, I'm going to scroll down to relative position. You have relative position here on your Pixellab. You might be using the normal Pixellab. Every tool here is still the same tool, just as the normal Pixellab you have on Google Play Store. So all you need to do is click on the relative position and then click on this middle relative position here, and then you have this all in the middle, and then click on the good sign, and that is that. So scroll down to opacity here. You have opacity here. Now we have to reduce the opacity of this shape. Probably we reduce it to 30. We'll have this opacity reduced to 30, or let's say 35, and then OK. Now we go down straight to color. Click on enable the color. So here you can play around with any color of your choice. You can decide to use any color of your choice here, or you click on the plus icon here to make your own color. So I can click on the plus icon. Now here is a color box, so I can decide to move this around and play around any color of my choice. Okay, any color I wish to work with. So I wish to work with a bit dark blue, so I'm going to take this a bit closer to this edge and then click on OK. So I have this dark blue, but it seems to be much darker, so I will scroll down to shadows. Scroll down to shadows. Here is shadow. Enable shadow to this, and then click on the plus icon here. On the plus icon here, click on the plus icon here, and then reduce the opacity by using the last color lines you have here. So you reduce the opacity by taking the cycle a bit down, and I think I'm okay with this place where it is, and then click on the OK sign, and I have this well structured here. But I'm not too comfortable with the color, so I can just go ahead and pick a new color for this. Can go ahead and pick a new color for this. So let's try something else. That seems to be a bit, and I think this is okay. So I have this well set up here. So the next thing to do is go back to shape again. Click on shape, reduce lines for shape, then drag a little and position it by the side. Okay, so you can drag this by making use of the cycles just around the line. So the middle cycle here, it's used to increase the size of the shape like this. Okay, while the one at the top here is used to increase the longevity of the shape. Same also with that in the down part, is also used to increase the longevity of the shape. So I just use the shape to create a straight line, and that is that. So I click on the good sign and I have my shape all set up. So that is that for this, and the next thing to do here is to move down to import. Still under my hexagon shape, you find import here. Click on import to import the pastor's image, whatever image you might be working with. So if you still want to work with what I have here, the link will be on the description below, so no need to worry. And then our pastor's image has been imported and positioned down here. Okay, so pastor's image has been imported and positioned right here, and we have pastor's image well positioned. So the next thing to do now is to add our quotes for the pastor. So I already have my quote on my copy card, so all I need to do is just paste my quote right here, and then click on the OK sign at the top here to have your quotes settled in your design. And so we have this all settled here, but I don't like the alignment of this text, so I need to change it to something much better. So scroll down under your A icon, scroll down to align, you find align here, and then pick the middle align, which is this, and then I have this settled, and then I can stretch out the text by clicking on any of those cycle. This cycle right here is to increase the size of the text, while this is to stretch out the design, the text. Okay, so that is that for these two shapes around the text. So I'm going to stretch out by clicking on this other cycle, and I have this all stretched out just the way I want it. Okay, so it is well positioned just the way I want it. So now I have this added to my design. So the next thing to do now is to add up my name. So I'm just going to be doing that now. So let's say we have our pastor's name here, Pastor Tony. So Tony N. Okay, so we have Pastor Tony's name here. So I can decide to place pastor's name at the top here by Pastor Tony, and then copy this text again and edit and add the name of the designer. So just gonna position this here and then okay, and then I'll go down to my fonts. Here I have fonts, so I can decide to play around any font of my choice. So on your Pixellab you can work with any font you wish, just walk around with it and change my pastor's font, make it bold and then italic. So here we have our code design all set up. So the next thing to do here is to save our code design. So to save, you click on save as image, you go to dimension, click on the custom. Once you click on custom, you pick ultra save and then you save your image and it saves automatically to your gallery, and that is all. So thank you for your time and do well to watch, practice, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content. Thank you.